U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin is beginning a trip to meet with people across the state today to protect what she says is a very important need for many families in Wisconsin. First News at 9's Dashiell Menzel has more about what the senator's goals are.
On Monday, U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin kicked off her hands-off Medicaid tour in La Crosse. The senator says congressional Republicans are moving ahead with a plan that will slash Medicaid to pay for tax breaks for billionaires. She says the goal of the tour is to stop the spread of Medicaid misinformation.
There is very little fraud, waste, and abuse in this program. And so I think that's really probably the biggest piece of misinformation, is that these dollars are not being used wisely. They are being used wisely. For some of these families, it means the difference between incredible medical debt. These are things that we need to keep in place.
As part of the tour, Senator Baldwin hosted a roundtable with locals who use Medicaid in their daily lives. Bethany McAllister has two sons with significant support needs. She says losing Medicaid funding would be hard for her family.
I think it's quite scary to think about, not having that supplemental coverage. Of course, we are a fortunate family that we do have regular health insurance, but that would just be really financially difficult to access.
Aptiv, an organization that provides services for people of all ages with disabilities, hosted the roundtable. President and CEO Jenny Felty says Medicaid funding is a big deal for the organization and families who utilize their services.
Without Medicaid funding, all of those support services would be at risk, where people would not be able to access those vital services that they need to live successfully.
Senator Baldwin says hearing the stories of people who rely on Medicaid is a big part of her tour.
It's really important that we hear those stories and elevate those stories, because we need to build a bipartisan coalition against deep Medicaid cuts.
In La Crosse, Dashiell Menzel, First News at 9.